What's up, everybody? We're gonna get live here. Very live. We are live. We are in live, baby. All right. Let's get this kind of situated. Beautiful. All right, so we're on a new card alert system. That's what the algorithm likes. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll just discard that deck. I had like a really cool idea for an enchantment deck for Selesnya, and I do want to do Arwen at the helm. And I am gonna keep kind of the core for Arwen. But we're gonna be trimming a lot. I'm gonna kind of give you the game plan here. It's not going to be like we're going to kind of evade the very expensive things. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to keep it kind of nice. We're going to keep it solid. We're not going to. You can get really expensive with this commander. Let me tell you, you can really get, have $1,000 deck, but we don't want $1,000 deck. But we do want a couple cards. That are going to be pretty expensive, pretty staply, but they're just very good. So let's just get this first one here. The Great Henge is really there. Anything for the Skullspore Nexus? I'm not sure. This one's pretty interesting too. It's pretty interesting. We also will be playing the other expensive card will be Vorinclex. It's basically a doubling season on a creature. Not that Vorinclex though. This one. So these are like counters matters, doubling season type of effects. Proliferate is also really strong for us, and we're definitely be putting on the craft button because we want to find some new cards today too. So anything like from Lauren equips, we definitely want then, and any Airbender cards, we definitely want those in there as well. But we'll be setting ourselves up pretty nicely with just a nice array of Proliferate cards to start. We love those. Kinkerbloom is nice. Pollenbright Druid is fine. The fight card, I prefer creatures. I prefer creatures in this particular deck to put counters on things. But we will get some that are not creatures, I'm sure. Expand the Sphere is okay. Dealt damage, Proliferate. Watley's Raptor, that's kind of just nice to get in there. Staff of Completion is very good. Welcome to the show today. We're looking for some new cards. I'm kind of sad none of the Lauren equips had Proliferate. I don't have any kind of mana restrictions either. So we got some from MH3. Now Proliferate's good because you basically want to put in an additional Proliferate counter on Arwen. That way, you can start dishing them out and retain that indestructible counter, which is nice to keep her indestructible and the things that she's, beefing up indestructible. She's also giving herself lifelink. So it's like lifelink, indestructible, 1/1/1 counters. So all of this is just perfect for it's all those notes at once. Staff of Completion is one of the best mana rocks for this deck. It's insane. What does this one do? I might pick it up. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of doing the thing that we wanted to do, right? Do we have mythics? We have one mythic, so I think we'll pick that up. We'll also pick up the Contagion Engine. That's easy real estate there as well. And we'll pick up the Karn's Bastion. So far, nothing too new from the new set. Let's keep looking. I mean, we will get newer cards. I mean, Guide of Souls is a newer card. It's great for Arwen because it will give her flying. So that's very nice. and gain some life along the way. We do have some life gain synergy, so this is kind of a no-brainer. Let's put it with the henge because that's kind of like where our counters are going here. Not going to pick up alchemy just because we're gonna be okay with just playing the cards from the regular card sets. We're gonna be totally fine. And I think after we look up counters, we're gonna look up enchantments because we definitely want to have like an enchantment kind of base in general. I mean, that's kind of an interesting one, the Claire class. I mean, that's if you really wanted to go ham for life total, consider it. I would definitely consider it. Little backup cards there. Fleeting Flight. Don't need that one. And if you know of any new cards that you want to kind of feature for this deck, let me know. Absolutely. I'm always welcome for some recommendations. Do like some just basically combat tricks or I don't want to counter, things. Initiate's pretty cool. Mana Tithe just for like general, maybe good stuff that we can probably keep into the deck. Kind of just keep to the side. I think green is probably where we're going to be finding most of it, but this is the card that I'm really glad that shows up. We've got to remove these lands out of the way, just because they are going to kind of impede our brewing process. We'll get the lands back later, but I want this slot open for some more counter-based cards. And in fact, I'll put the Vorinclex with the Proliferate cards because it kind of just fits the Proliferate theme. And that looks really nice. And we'll just put the craft button. Let's actually look up the Lauren, specifically Lauren Eclipse, Avatar. Let's hit Magic, Avatar Last Enderbender. Let's pick up Spider-Man. Sure. And Final Fantasy. Tarkir, we'll keep Tarkir in there and probably get up to MH3. Oh, we'll start with there. We're pretty familiar with MH3. So we'll see if there's anything good with counters here. The Duke. Hexproof. Interesting. I think we're going to be going with Skrelv, though, mostly for our protection. Skrelv-like effects. Airbender's Ascension? That accrues counters, it bounces. What's this do? It's kind of interesting, actually. The double strike actually can just end the game, like against an opponent, like on that chapter 3. Kind of lines up with the sagas to like kind of, yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like this card. So what we want to do is kind of like, we can just build on the game plan here. Let's, we have a line here is like basically your trample effects that are enchantments, flying effects that are enchantments. We kind of want to suit those up with Arwen and kind of get our flying over. Leyline Axe would also be good, but that would give double strike already. But we will do Enchantress-like things, so this will be helpful to draw cards and stuff. Okay. Lots of new cards, so many guys. It's so hard. Like, this is just from Spider-Man. I have no idea what these do. Lots of leaving, like when they leave. That's actually a cool one. Target creature control gains double strike if it has a one counter and draw a card. That's pretty sick. Dang. Okay. That's a funny card too. It's just a beefy guy. I didn't think it was going to be strong. hmm. Spacecraft. Saw someone play Reese today in another deck. A nice little sweaty Mardu deck. Persist. Interesting. Okay. Aerith freaking Gainsborough. That card is insane. I'll definitely be picking up the Cosmo for sure. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 more tap creatures, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. Alright, that's kind of annoying for people. That's rough, buddy. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, put 2 1/1 counters on that creature instead if a creature left the battlefield. Draw. Aerith Gainsborough. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter. When it dies, put X 1/1 counters on each legendary creature control. We don't really gain life like in instances, that's the issue. It's like more like mass gain. We'll be picking up a Cosmograms Zenith though. Kind of putting them amongst our counter-based synergies. Makes tokens too. We'll be playing Ouroboros too, for sure. So that's when the deck kind of gets expensive. You have a Vorinclex, Great Henge, Ouroboros, and you're already up to like, $200. So not for the low, but we do not have to play like Esper Sentinel. We don't need to like have a fancy dancy mana base to be good either. Put a 1/1 counter on another target creature. Okay. Interesting. That's like kind of a beefy dude right there. Okay. I don't think we'll have much dying though. These are so interesting, these Lorwyn cards they like enter with -1 counters on them. Huh. Scout for Survivor's insane card for like your aristocrats decks. How about this, the fish? It's like a possible draw. It's very slow. Little rampies there, perhaps? Card, perhaps? Okay. Dion. Does become an enchantment. Really good Felia card for sure. Don't think we're going to be doing any shrine stuff. That's fine. No. I think so. Experience counters Elspeth. God, that's probably just going to be good, right? She is flying too. Fuck. Might have to put her in. Maybe do some diversifying. Yeah, that's really good. The flying is really good too, actually. Elspeth. Maybe we'll get by without her. What's her ultimate? She doesn't really have one. I think we'll be alright. Pretty interesting. What does a smile do? No, we don't really build a yard very well. Too many white mana pips. Oof, Knights of the Round. It's pretty sick. There's tokens there. Cool. I think we will pick up the temple though. How many wild cards do I have? I don't have many. I might get that just in the regular list. Okay, so we're at to green now. So green is kind of like the counter, right? That's when the counters kind of get busy. So is there any sort of proliferate or anything here? It's just a fight spell or lore counters. Yeah, I think we will pick up the Shah Chocobo. He's a nice little dude there. But we're not. I don't think we're gonna play like the very expensive ones. I think it's just cool to have a couple low mana ones that kind of get the party started. Like the where's my other one? God, did I miss it already? It's just that one mana play. It was the in white too. Counter. Where's she at? It's because I'm in Lore and Eclipse. Because I put new cards in. My bad, guys. We have to go back to at least Dustmorn. There she is. Scavenger. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Yeah, so we just need like these little homies that will kind of do the business. Let's see if there's any here along the way. The Ox. Yada. Role model. Oh, the Squire is so freaking good. It's just super solid. I don't know if we have that many creatures entering, but it's just super good. Okay, we want a Ajani for sure. Ajani is like these combat tricks that we just kind of need to help get Arwen in the air and winning, basically. So we got this one that will give a double strike. This one will give it a double strike as well. We will have like an enchantment kind of vibe as well. We'll kind of get that kind of situated over here. Kind of want it to be right here, I think, for the presenting. This is kind of just whatever stuff. Over there, this is kind of, I guess it could just, we can put the proliferate a little closer together. There you go. Ajani, dual sun technique, that's fine. We have like our stuff over there. What's that Ajani do? It looks pretty menacing, huh? Ajani the Steadfast. Felidar Retreat. Oh, Exemplar. That's just like just cards. We'll put cards over here. I mean, we might as well. I would consider these all like pretty new sets, right? Taking a little detour here. I'm surprised that the Zealot's not popping up. I mean, man, there is so much. This is just an illustration of how many freaking sets come out. And like, I would say that, man, even Murders is relatively new. Wilds, these are all pretty banger sets too. They just produced a lot of good stuff. It's just a lot at once. It's just a lot. Where's my girl at? Basically, it's like a card that when it's a counter is put on it, you draw. Ooh, I'll pick up a collector's cage too while we're at it. That's value. Put it with the value over here. Put value and good stuff over here, basically. Hell yeah. Finally, dude, I had to go all the way back to Marcher Machine to get this sucker. Jesus. This thing loves counters. It's just going to draw us cards. Let's put on the craft button again. I'm going to have most of these cards here. So far, the Lorna cards are like mostly like -1 things. It's not much like... Shadow Bolivia is kind of a crazy card to like ramp with in like more multiplayer format. But I will be looking for enchantments because we are going to be mostly enchantment based. Invasion is pretty cool, but not a creature. which is pretty cool though. What up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Ah, the virtue loyalty. That's fantastic. That's actually like, fits our like kind of enchantment vibes that we want to do as well. Encounters, enchantments, encounters. Knights of the Round, Abuela's Awakening. Okay, yeah. So we will need like ramp. You know. Now the mascot is kind of an interesting one because it kind of like is just a card that kind of gets you started, but it needs a particular cards to kind of make it pretty good, and we don't really want standalone cards. It's funny that it wants me to like craft this when I clearly already have a hardened scales. I definitely have a hardened scales. It's I don't know. It's just like some other like form of it. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't need that though. I totally have that card. I've played with it on Arena before. So that's not going to be... No, the Paw Patch. That's a pretty cool card. But like I said, I do have a little bit of wiggle room. I'm definitely going to splurge on the Mythic so far. And that's that. I do like the Shaw's Chocobo, just kind of scales with lands, so that's kind of easy. Bristly Bill obviously is a house, but like I said, I'm kind of trying to keep the cost low. I'd rather have like a Henge and a Vorinclex, like basically a doubling season type of effect on a creature. I think that'll be fine. Bristly Bill is really good. Also $50, so we don't always have to break our bank, right? I will keep an Innkeeper's Talent. That's also kind of like our enchantment stuff that we're doing. So there's that. Oops. So we're very skewed towards enchantments. We definitely want to be enchanting our stuff and giving mostly trample and flying to, Arwen. I'm surprised that the white, that would be enchantments. So we'll be, after counters, we'll be looking at enchantments. But this would be like the good card for the Shaw's Chocobos, like Ordeal and Nylea. It's just good kind of enchantment ramp. It just kind of fits our deck because we just easily put counters on stuff. It's very easy to kind of like get that. People have been pretty high on the Shupif too. I mean, it's just kind of like a nice scaler, nice enchantment. Kind of works with our Enchantress. Shaw's looks good, but we would probably prefer like a Ride the Shupif for this particular deck. The rookie. I always like to look at these new cards because we already found like a pretty interesting Spider-Man. Ruby, come on. My dog is so funny. This one is interesting. Makes a token. Gives a counter, gives Arwen double strike. Could be a game winner. Give Arwen flying, give a double strike. That could be GG and even an EDH. It could be dead. Opponent could be dead. These great poofers here. Oh, the little tea section. Torgal. Arwen is not a human. Now, Twitching Doll is probably like... This could be like the background of the the deck because I think this is like the most busted form of Twitching Doll because Arwen actually puts on indestructible counters. It puts a lifelink counter, and it puts 1/1 counters on things. So if you start beefing up your Twitching Doll and starting like proliferating those, you could get like 12 counters on a Twitching Doll and crack it for like 12 2/2 spiders. Let's do it. That would be like the real sauce, is to actually pull off something like really meme like that. That would be like a real good meme deck for the channel. Yeah, we don't build the graveyard too much, so unfortunately that one card of collect evidence might not be so great. I mean, this seems pretty sick. The charm, huh? It's pretty good. The 3 green is kind of it's so versatile though. The charm. I think we could maybe do a little better with this deck. Just in terms of enchantments. It's probably like a good defense with a heart type of deck too. Don't know if I have that card. Yeah, I mean, I think the Ascension is like right up our alley because it's so easy to proliferate these counters on there too. Yeah, it's so easy to do that. Okay. Branching Evolution is kind of a no-brainer. And we're kind of moving into the room where it's kind of getting a little heavy over there, so we'll start kind of working to the counter area. Now, how's the Ascension looking here, guys? I think it could be a Badger Mold Cub deck, too. So we might do some Earthbending. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Trample on Arwen. That's so easy to do. And we'll get a Badger Mold Cub, too, for our ramp buddies over here. Dang, man. Dang. Evolution Witness is interesting. Just don't really build the graveyard very well for it. How about you? Okay. There wasn't many new proliferate cards. This was basically the newest one I got, was the Sword of Truth and Justice. Well, it's not even new, but just new for what I need. I do have a mythic wild card for that. I might need another one for this Ascension as well. So hopefully we can crack some packs and kind of get into it. If I miss a card along the way that you want me to look at, just let me know. And we'll check it out. How does this one do? There's a Kami. I think Kami's fine. Legolas? That's like targeting. So many new cards, bro. Darkir. Okay. It has to be legendary specific. This is going to be insane. The Hydra. That's just like a win con. It's pretty cool. For each creature you control. Pretty good with like your Vornclux and Proliferate stuff. But we don't have so many lands. this is a Delirium card. We just simply don't do that stuff. Yeah, I mean, we just need to get through. I do like this Tumble Swag, but I need like Trample and stuff and Flying or like Unblockability. And you notice for green, we're not even like through the 3-drops yet. There's so many cards that have to do with counters. So it's kind of like a marathon to kind of get through all these, especially all the new cards, even though some of them are commons and stuff. Still like to read them, you know. You might find something that you like. Colorless golems. Okay. That's pretty cool. Token. Creature token. I think we do like Fenrir for a little bit of card advantage. I don't think that's too terrible. Sylvan Scavenging, Tale of Toth. I do like the Terra Symbiosis. That could be a lot of cards. And it's at each turn. Tribute of the World Tree. It's pretty good for us. Velocipede. Warden of the Grove. Toph. Okay. I mean, it's something like this, right? Where that could just win the game, right? I mean, that's kind of it. That's kind of what we're doing here. Is just like trample, give this girl trample, do some 1/1 counter synergy. I mean, this is just a common, but what a banger. Like, you can even warp this in. It puts a counter on Arwen. You know, she's going to have counters on it anyways, but put a counter on something else, and then we're just trampling in. I've gotten beaten by this card before. For sure, Drake's Fate Maker has definitely gotten me before. It's definitely not like a slouchy common, for sure. It is a hard hitter. When this creature enters Earthbend 2, gain that much life. Okay, once a turn, still pretty sick. Guess. Earthbending is interesting, actually. So basically, we're just getting through like from, kind of top downing from, I guess, Marching Machine, and trying to like kind of refresh on what the hell is going on in the meta. What are all these cards doing? Like, there's so many of them. I will not. There's so many cards, and thank God we have like this little app to kind of look through them all. That's just crazy. Trample, but the disguise is 7. It's crazy. I'm sure we probably put in a Crater Hoof, of course, right? Yeah. People will be playing Crater Hoofs against us. We have to be ready. Hazard of the Dunes? No. It's interesting. I was interested about this one. Don't really build our yard. I am a fan of Loading Zone, though. This is definitely a doubling kind of effect. So, yeah, we love that. You can warp that in too, baby. That kind of like even kind of goes into the Proliferate Zone. Kind of put that up there. How many playables do we need? We're gonna need all the enchantment draw stuff, like the Setestian Champion and stuff. And we need like Audacity and Feather of Flight. And then like maybe, what is it called? It's the white enchantment that is just wrecking everybody's world. Okay, there's Ouroboros, so yeah, that's going to be going in as well. It's just a massive. Now, Sa. I can find our Bop. I can also find our little Chocobo Daddy, so it's not like a dead card, and it will scale us up, but I don't know if we need that. We do need a Badger Mole Cub. Dang. How about the Earth Crystal? We can proliferate with our cards here. So you can make a bigger land. I am interested in like doubling up counters to an extent, but really I just want to kind of get over the top with Arwen. She scales up herself pretty well. And I think I'm pretty happy with like kind of some of the choices here so far, branching evolutions in there. And a lot of these enchantments kind of just pop off like the Scavenger. They start scaling up our creatures too. There's a Badger Mole Cub to remind me to get a Badger Mole Cub. Look at all the text on this thing. Whoa. That's just crazy. Lots of text. Jeez. I mean, yeah. See if the enchantments can get us there first. But that's an interesting one. Counters Trample. For 5 on a common. Earthbends too. Doubling season? No, we have the Vorinclex, so we're pretty happy there. Dang, that's a lot of counters on everything. That's crazy. Just kind of looking at the rates. Whenever a creature controls, you get counters on its power. Vorinclex is cool, but not, I don't know for this deck. But we will be coming into some pretty powerful cards here because of the mana cost. Gruff Triplets, god dang. Okay, I will be picking up like the Season of Gathering for sure. As like a really nice, can like destroy all the artifacts on the battlefield. Can draw a bunch of cards. Put counters on things too. So here's our card pile here. Not too much card advantage value yet. We do have the Henge though, to kind of like help us there. We did pick up a Collector's Cage along the way. Terra Symbiosis can kind of help us there. But we have like a lot of like enchantments. I think we do have enough that are kind of going to help us get to where we need to be. There's the Great Henge. Definitely we'll pick up a Hardened Scales too. Don't need if we need like a last March-ish, but we will pick up a Zarnarkand for counters. And there's that. So now we're in Selesnya. So the Brawler is pretty decent. Phineas is definitely a go wide type of thing for tokens, right? Garnet Sagas. Counters. Mounts. Now people love the Aragorn, and I want to make it, maybe do like a really slow read of the Aragorn, especially in regards to Aragorn, so we don't have to worry about the ring temps part. But whenever you put one or more counters on Aragorn, put one of those, each of those kinds of counters. Yeah, that could be pretty good because you are putting on those 1/1 counters, lifelink counters, and indestructibility counters for the end of turn. So I do see that now. That's really good. It's a really good like value card. Okay, I get it now. I understand. I think Calyx might be pretty chill too. I think so. I think that's sick. Value. But we have to get the enchantments going. We have about 13 playables. 14, because we have that as an Arcan. About 14, 13, maybe 40 land deck. Oh, we have the Karn's Bastion too. So yeah, definitely about 14 playables left. So we can get to 62. I'll be pretty happy at 62. This is like discard hate. Okay. How about this one? Aether Drift is kind of busted. Mount. So Sovereign Ukanek Ahawa. You gain 100 life, that's crazy. Yuna, wow. Yeah, our graveyard won't be too great. This will not be in there. A great graveyard deck. Oh, itchy eye. I think I do like this guy to draw some cards. And then we'll definitely be picking up the Jite. So that was kind of like one of my main like kind of gimmicks for this deck too, is that like the Jites go really hard with proliferate. Like you can get these things, you can shoot them to the moon and just really take advantage of it. The Jites are just so fantastic for your proliferate. They just accrue more counters on them. You don't have to do like the combat damage. They're just like just rocking. So the Lost Jite will be really good in this deck too. I don't know if it's, I think it is available. I'm pretty sure it is. That's a 2-mana card. So there's a Lost Jite, Umazawa's Jite, Umazawa. But I don't see it here. But I have seen it like in the format. I have seen Umazawa's Jite. So it is available. This is also a pretty busted card with Proliferate too, I'll be honest. It's so good. I would say yes to a treasure map for this freaking Proliferate deck for sure. That's like free real estate. Palantir can get really scary too. Just proliferating on this over and over again. Gets really strong. Don't want to proliferate our One Ring. No, thank you. And I think we kind of came up to it. This is kind of interesting, the market back walkers, and how sweaty are we going to be in this deck. I mean, I don't know if we have to have these things, but Cavernous seems pretty good. I want to keep the costs relatively kind of appropriate. And the Delighted Halfling is definitely, enough, I think, for now. So now we kind of need our enchantments. We need to kind of round out the deck. And I definitely would like the enchantment draw creatures first. And I think I do want a Jukai Naturalist as well. So we're probably going to have to go all the way back to Kamigawa. Just got to lock these in now. I was kind of favoring the newer sets so we could see it. And I think that worked out pretty well. I mean, Spirit Companion's pretty cool. Enchantment draw. Yeah, I think I'll take all these little things here off now, because we have to go way back. We have to go back to Eldraine and all those things. So we still have the craft button on, so we might see some of the newer sets. So we definitely got some new cards that were commons that were really good. And we're always putting on the craft symbol here. So we love the Setesian Champion, of course, for this deck. And Sithis. And these are just the ones I have, so I think that's fine. These are creatures. This card is pretty good. This card goes pretty hard. Legend of Yangchen. Pretty spooky card. Okay. Now I want Enchantment Trample. And I would like auras. Is that, did I not spell trample right? It's weird. There we go. Heck yes. Okay, so we want an Audacity for sure. That's going to be super cool for Arwen. Destiny Spinner gives trample to stuff? Oh. Destiny Spinner is pretty cool. It's kind of like a value, like Cavern Souls, which is kind of nice. Isn't it an enchantment creature too? That's gas. That's super gas. I don't know if we need the Hunter's Talent. Whoa! Yeah, that's an awesome uncommon. Wow, we're gonna get trample just from like an enchantment? I don't know if I need this one anymore. I don't need the double strike. No, we don't need that. We'll take the Drix Fate Mixer though. Rune of Might? Yeah, we'll take that too. All right, we're gonna have 4 more playables. I think we're kind of getting there. I think we kind of picked up the draw, trample draw cards, right? We got the Earthbender's Ascension. That reminds me we need to pick up a cub. So we will do that, and we'll pick up some mana dorks along the way. We need a bird. Got the Delighted Halfling. We'll take a Pilgrim, and we'll take a Utopia Sprawl. We'll be pretty happy with that enchantment flavor there. And then we'll get back to our draw. No, we want just enchantment trample. I think we had it was our Garrick's Uprising. Don't have too many high-powered creatures. Summon Titan's pretty cool. Don't build a graveyard too well. There are a couple cards, you know. There are a couple cards. And that's what happens. You get too many cards. But we do want some. I'm missing that end. Grisboon is cool. I do want the Feather of Flight. I just think one of them will be fine. I'm not like dead set on like having all of them, all the effects. So went a little bit over. So we're going to be kind of rolling the dice, as you'd say, with our lands. And I still want some interaction. So we might have to make a cut or two. And I want a Sheltered by Ghost. And I think we can run with this and see how it goes. All right, let's take a look. All right, I'm actually going to save this. We have our Proliferate package here. We have some nice enchantments that will be proliferated. We have our nice little value engines here. And we have kind of it all worked out. So I'm done here. And that will save. And now we can kind of see the curve here. Okay. So lots of 2-drop, 3-drops here. The treasure map, I think, is kind of an afterthought. I do think it's pretty cute, though. I do like these kind of one-ofs. Let's see if we can craft these up. I do need a mythic, so we're going to have to earn it with some gold buy, and it's this Ascension here. That's fine. You know what? It is cool, but I'm not dead set on it. Can I craft now? Okay, beautiful. A little short here with some of this. We probably need like an elf at least, and maybe like a Farseek or something. Maybe even like like a cute Wolf Willow Haven. Wolf Willow? Is that an enchantment, right? Yeah. Yeah, because it's an enchantment that ramps. I think it's fine. I think we want like a Naturalist. Jukai Naturalist. And I think we're really good. I do want a Skrelv, at least in an Erdon. Where's the Erdon at? It's getting too hard. There's too many cards. This is just D. Counter. His name has to start with an Nope, I was wrong. This will be no problem to find. Counter double strike. There's not many white cards that give double strike. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Alright. There he is. It's You are. Whatever. This guy's the win con with Skrelv. So, can we play 34 lands? I don't know. Probably not. And I still wanted to kind of run some other stuff. I fancy these actually, like, probably over even, like, some of these other cards, like these seasons. Vorinclex is cute. He's kind of a cutie. Kind of stuck on him. It's kind of like a good collector cage hit. These are all good collector cage hits. These are all just all really good cards. I am settled on that one pretty hard. Maybe we don't need the Ajani anymore. Maybe we kind of like kind of reduced with all these other enchantments that kind of get us in now. We did go the Cub route to give us a little more edge. It looks good. I don't know how good Calyx is. I don't know if we run enough auras. That's a good cut. This is a newer card we picked up from the Spider-Verse. It gives double strike. I think that could win the game sometimes, especially like with a Feather of Flight equipped to Arwen. I think it's just simply going to get in for like 20 damage in the air. I'm not so dead set on the Ordeal. It's not necessary. This is a meme card. I don't know if you guys were catching it, but basically, because Arwen puts 3 different counters on things, so a lifelink indestructible and a 1/1 counter at once. And if you start proliferating those, you can have instances where like the Twitching Doll just all of a sudden has like 9 or 12 counters on it. And and then you can crack it for 24 spiders. And then your Orboroi gets really strong. Yeah, I think we're running enough, enchantments. I thought that was kind of fun, though, to try that one out, too. And I think we are running enough enchantments for the Jukai to be good. Let's check it out. If not, we'll just get rid of it. Need like at least 15, right? Yeah. We don't have many of them, actually, so we don't need that. Now our lands are getting better. Yeah, this is the name of the game, is basically the Rune of Might stuff. Give Arwen trample, let her get in. There's cards here. It's a good like little base here, and I think we're ready to add lands and be cool. And just try this really tight list. So what we're gonna do is go here. I'm gonna keep the mana base mostly cool. So we will do have like a few search lands, but not many. I think a Boseiju would be very nice though. So we will get in the Boseiju. And we're going to get into our colors, which is the green and white. That's our Heath. I think we will like to be finding a green source and a white source. So we'll get in something that's readily available in my collection. So it's probably like a Marsh Flats would be fine. I have a couple of those lying around. And maybe one of these other ones. Arid Mesa, that finds white. This finds white and green. This finds white. Let's find another one that finds green. Misty, I suppose. Or maybe like a Wooded Foothills. So they're kind of readily available. I play a lot of Gruul. And then we like our Surveil land for sure. Our Portico. We like our life lands. Ooh, a Witch Enchanter seems nice. Maria's Call seems good. Ooh, Legion's Landing is awesome. Disciple of Frollies. Bridgewater's Battle. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Temple Garden. We don't need any more of those. I'm not running the Mana Confluence either. I'm kind of over like just putting so much money into Magic. Like I'm just kind of trying to control. Control, please. So no Bristly Bill, no Skycap Cub in this particular pile. That you could do that if you wanted. You could do it. Let's just do add. See what else we got in this. Gandra, sure. Tirith is interesting. Wait, is it? Bossing Bay. This card's probably busted as hell, huh? Lair? Sure. The Shire. Balligad. Turn Timber. Branchloft. Sure. Brushland. Verge. No Thicket. We'll do the farmland. Maybe they'll even run a temple. Archway is pretty cool. Kind of a fan of the Archway. Command Tower. Drosy Temple. Gemstones. Confluence. Murex Plaza. Three Tree City. Three freaking Tree City. What a freaking card. I don't mind picking up a Fable Passage. It's kind of like a more budgety search land. It's pretty good for us. I don't need a Vista. Let's check out our just lands in general. I think we got most of them. Prairie? I guess. We can get another man land in there. Don't want too many, though. Don't want too many tap lands. Prefer not to have them. Is there any I'm missing that are multicolored? Vista. Oh, Sunpetal Grove. I can get that. I'll take that. Alright. Thinking like maybe 5 basics each should be fine. I did get in, didn't I get in, what's his name? What's his name? I really need him. Modified. He is so busted. Ooh, would you again? Yo. There he is. Why didn't I see him? Kodama. This card just puts so many lands to the battlefield. It's crazy. Yeah, this is kind of freely real estate for us because we don't care about our life total too much. We can just like pay. We can do the pay lands all day. We should have all of them, I guess, Yeah, you could probably just run a bunch of, search lands in here to like really make your deck go nuts, but well, I'm pretty happy. So let's just add in our forests here. Just even them out. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys, today. But this is the new and improved Arwen. And the Enchanted Arwen. It's a tight list. I can just tell. What's going to be great about it is we're going to have a lot of cards. I think you could probably even run like a Rishkar's expertise somewhere in here. You probably should. We could probably go down a land and just run like maybe 36 lands. And I think that's kind of where we landed. Including the multi-face land cards. So we can kind of, play with the deck list. We have lots of ramp in the beginning. Let's see how it goes. I love Rishkar's expertise, and surely it's going to be drawing us a bunch of cards. What's going on with us right now? Well, we have the giveaway here, guys, so make sure you comment on this video too. And also, I'll probably make a live of it as well. But, yeah, that one's you just have to basically like that video. I'm going to do a deck tech with it pretty soon, but I take it, then I give away. And also the Marionette Apprentice deck. Just make a comment on those, and I'll be giving those away pretty soon. I just needs like a couple likes on it. I'm going to count like 10 likes for it, and we'll start giving away those decks. Not going to make the criteria too crazy, but it's going to be like, there's going to be a $50 deck and like a little more blinged out deck that's going to probably approach like $200. So 2 different Bartolome decks, but I'm really happy. I just needed the Blood Artist to do the presentation for that. So it's pretty exciting. Baby, you're a star. Ooh, dun 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 dun. Try on, I'm a star. Ooh, baby. I have a feeling this Weaver is gonna go super hard with Arwen here, eventually. Oh, Erdan. Opponent. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be good for you. Rawr. What do? We have 4 mana. Oh, this Arwen is going to be obnoxiously strong. It's indestructible. I need to proliferate too. We'll do that next turn. Let's get our Erdan cooking, and our surely this. Dude, this card is super sick. This has first strike. Oh Lord. I get to do another counter too. Oh shit. That could be anything. Luckily, I've come prepared, opponent. Okay. Should we do the counters? Is this thing out of danger? I don't know. Oh, it does have double strike. Oh my Lord. I have this available actually for the Ruby, and we didn't even need it. Ashnod. They can do stuff with Arwen. They can do minus effects. But we are still, doing pretty good here. Pretty good. And, if you wanted to combat that kind of like stuff, you could always kind of, lead with a shoot buff, I guess. If you're like really scared about minus effects. But I think it's still in our best interest just to get this down. Indestructible is indestructible, so they need a very specific removal for it. Exile or minus effects, virtue of persistence. So they're kind of going a little. They want the +1 counters. That was a treasure that was created, or a clue? It is a clue. I kind of want to do the shoot buff thing. So it looks like we can kind of do that. And we can start proliferating on Arwen, which we definitely want to do. So what's the ordering here? Probably this. This. Counter. Proliferate. Now we have an indestructible, an additional indestructible counter. And we just get in here, because it's indestructible. So we're kind of all in on Arwen right now. That's a cult conscript. This is going to get a little stronger here because of the card draw. Okay, no blocks. So this is going to be a lot. I wish we had a land, but it's fine. So I just swing in here, and now we're going to pop one of these indestructible counters, put on there. It's going to grow here. It's going to retain indestructibility, this one. This one does not, only till end of turn, but they need to kind of be defensive now. Karn. That's wild. This is the part where I think if I level this up, I get trampolized here. Which is kind of what we wanted, right? Will it be lethal? Well, this is just insane, right? That's just cheating. It even kills the thing. Kills the thing. Then it would have... I could scale it up. Would it be close to lethal? So 2 on the play. 2 wins. Agnes, this is like kind of the treasure idea. I'm going first again. And the curves have been fantastic. I mean, there's really nothing else I could ask for than a GT Grateful Apparition beginning. Honestly, like, it's just really good. This is the question though, is like, do you just start going crazy with your, Cosmic Grand Zenith here? Like, but you have this in a command zone too, so it's not like you're suffering too much. Oppo is ramping. But can they deal with a Grateful Apparition here? They're going to need to, because if I start proliferating, they're going to be in big trouble. Even like a GT is like a free equip if they don't deal with it. So... I do want to proliferate with Arwen down, though. I want the indestructible counter, so we're just going to have to say no. We want this, we want the counter proliferated. That's the name of the game. Now we have 2 indestructible counters. And they have to kind of deal with Arwen now. Okay, that's going to be some damage. Yeah, the thing is though now is that I have so much free real estate. And the proliferating is going to get a little bit crazy here. I think I do want to ascend. There might be even like a Cosmogrand Zenith line here. Let's just go like this. This has to deal combat damage of any kind, right? All right, we don't have to be done yet either. Do I want the Shupif down? Oh, no, end of the turn. Maybe if they could just win somehow with their Questing Beast, like a Embercleave line. That'd be kind of incredible. One, two, three. What are they doing? Okay, Fable. I'm not too scared. It's tapped. So I don't have any lands. This is going to get a little bit stronger too. This could fetch a land. It's kind of a thinker. It's kind of a thinker. I definitely want to green line some life. So I want the maximum. Let's start with this. Let's get my land drop going. This will get lifelink too. Okay, I think I'm ready to kind of unleash the beast, as you'd say. We're gonna do it. I guess I could have put down my Canker Bloom there. I think our life total's alright. Still have indestructible. Still have 2 indestructible counters here. Can still dish him out to Fenrir, make him super strong, give him lifelink. What's up, Hermit? Nothing, man. Nothing, man. Just I'm on a new kick, man. I'm kind of like looking at the decks again that I built. Like, what was my reasoning for like cards? And kind of like trying to lower the cost. You know, kind of trying to like, well, why the hell did I put that card in there? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, that could be a big creature that they make. But we're playing Busted Arwen today. Okay, that's kind of spooky. I think I'm okay though. Like, I think I'm okay, unless it does some weird thing upon attacking. As long as my Fenrir can live. Wow, that was incredible. Okay. Sure. So I need to block this questing beast and kill it. And then what I want to do is I can do this by dishing out another destructibility counter by untapping a land. Doing this. I only have one more indestructible counter, so I have to be kind of careful. I might let it go, because I can win in the air here. Okay, that's fine. Still 11-13 damage. I don't want to die like by any funny business here. Still has indestructible. Deadly dispute. Sure, so they deny my life gain. It's pretty smart. Can they deal with what we'd have cooking here? Oh my. That was really close to death. Oh, they almost got me there, guys. Do I win? I think so. We have the flyer here, so. That Rishkar kind of looked pretty cool too, but this is kind of gonna do it, I think, as well. Oh man, the Agnes deck was kind of popping. It is chill, Mr. Herman. I don't know, like, I'm getting into new things, and some of these things are expensive too. Like, I've been trying, like, I live close to this casino, and I really like bubble craps a lot. So I've been trying to, like, you know, kind of going on the weekends and trying out bubble craps a little more, but got absolutely hammered at the casino the other day, like yesterday. Just whew, it was brutal, man. Like we had like 2 winning sessions, and I was like thought I was untouchable, and I was like brought back to earth, like real quick. But I am a fan. I do fancy the press. I guess this is like the first time we've been kind of maybe up against it a little bit. Well, that helps out a lot. The staff is incredible. It's probably our best card because it just you can instantly proliferate. It can be a mana rock. It's just like does everything that you wanted it to do. Okay, that's fair. Innkeeper's Town is nice. I think we'll just put out a creature though. Orboroid is on his way. Alright, opponent is a complete hater. I might want that fight spell. Maybe. I'm surprised I didn't use the edict on my Arwen though. I guess I couldn't. What do we want to do here? I think it looks like we're still curving out, even though the Disciple or a Bridgeworth battle. So, I don't know if we want to put Ouroboros out there, but we'll see what they want to do here. Can they gain the 3 life? They can't. So this might be a problem for them here. But I can't kill it either. Okay. Maybe I just gave that up. Maybe I just gave that up, the Evangel, to their trigger here. Maybe I was just supposed to proliferate. I'm not sure. I was thinking of Ouroboros, though. Play smart. I think I want to proliferate and dish out a counter to Ouroboros, make it a little stronger, kind of get it out of range. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, we'll proliferate now. Is that what we wanted to do? It's pretty strong now. It's a 4/6, so. This has one indestructible counter. No, Toxic D. Blah. Fucking 4 clicks. I want to just draw, though. We'll hide Mr. Vorinclex. Sexy Clexy. Let's draw. Boseiju. Okay. We'll keep on trucking on. I don't need to hit lands. I'm good. I have only 3 lands to my 5. Alright. The ring. Alright. Alright, I see what you're doing over there, opponent. I have to be careful about them just hitting me, though, too, with my drawing as I am. So... How much life do I lose from doing this? I might as well just play this out. I might draw? They can't get counters on this, so they can't draw with it. I can make this indestructible. I'll save it. I'll save you, Sexy Clexy. I for sure will. How much life do I lose for this? 2 life? That's fine. We'll make you live. Yes. Oh! Alright. Yeah, we were going to get pretty busy with the Innkeeper's talent, too. Okay. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful Sunday. Spring break is coming. It's only 2 weeks away, guys. Just that easy, guys. Easy peasy, right? No stress express. Everything is great. You go first with a proliferate card and a counter spell. It's pretty cool. Plagon is brutal. I think I'll post. The only kind of think card I think that kind of gets a little bit different here. I do like Aragorn, but we'll have to like kind of look at the 3 drops, because there's some really amazing 3 drops that will just like kind of double up like Arwen like immediately. So, we have to kind of consider that. I do think we're running enough enchantments for this Sithis too. Well, I guess we play out our Hunter's talent. Question mark? They just want to like literally counter everything. I don't even know if they read the card, but I'll take it back to my hand. Ponder. I don't know. This is kind of a spooky mono blue deck. Need like a delighted halfling to deal with it. But we will go. We will shoot out our girl here. Probably will get countered. Okay, just to my hand. This is fine. Are you going to play something? You're going to be happy with a... I'll just manatize that. This is untapped. I'll wait. I have 6 mana. I'll wait. See what they want to do. I do want to kill off their Plagon, though. What does that do? 3rd from the top? Great. What do I want to do with this? 3rd from the top. I guess in my library. What are you? A 3/3? Alright. That's pretty good. Okay, kind of battling out the Plagon. They're going to get some cards here. This is rough. I think I'm going to miss out on some value, but I want to draw Arwen. And I just don't. I kind of wanted to, proliferate here, or just fetch a land to get this, but I think I have to go like this first. Well, at least I draw her, right? I do not get to draw her. What a disaster. I'm so dead. Probably a good reason to run a cavern, but like I said, I'm trying to kind of keep the price a little chiller. Little chiller. It's really good. It's a really good deck, huh, guys? We finally came up against the final boss. Does it resolve? I will be proliferating here. Alright, we're dead. The first one. The first loss. Now a combo deck. Oof. Don't know. Go first. Mana's not the greatest. Free mulligan. This is better mana. Have to go with it. I guess it's going to be the Chocobo for the win. This guy. He's going to have to ride it out. It's going to have to ride it out for us, guys. Does it have a double strike already? What a little beggar. What a devil this Chocobo is. What are you going to do, opponent? You need to get your reanimate and... Gross. Hey, that's a pretty good draw. We have 2 turns to live here, because they do their thing. And then they just need to reanimate Arden, right? It's so easy. Is this like a CEDH card now? Now, like kind of with the new toys it has. So yeah, those are the 2. Pretty easy. Oh, this would have been good in the Plagon game. Destiny Spitter. We have to sacrifice all our permanents. Unless they, if they don't have reanimate, then we're okay. Or zombify. We'll see. This will be very good. The trample is very good, so pretty happy about that. Okay, zombify, reanimate, or what? It's reanimate, so they just have it. They just have it. All right. See, the arena's doing the thing. We got like 4 games in that were just pogging. We were pogging. Gruel, Jund, and now we mono blue combo. And it's over. It's over. The deck folds. It folded. No, but I think it's fine. I mean, if we have to, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. What do we do about combo decks, though? Like, I guess Scavenging News? Is that good? Is there any, like, counter graveyard? Are there cards that are good? Blind Sash. It's pretty cool. Maybe Lion Sash. There's a Scoozy Oozy. He's pretty good too. What would you get rid of? Are either of those enchantments? Can I get all of these at once? Counter graveyard enchantment. To like kind of work with our other stuff. No. Do we need all this mana though? I mean, this also helps counters though too. That's kind of busted for us. Hydra could have almost gone there. She almost drew us a card. Maybe I don't need so many of those effects though. The Sithis is good. Okay. Let's get at least one like graveyard thing. Let's get another 2-drop. Let's get a Lion Sash in. Seems good. Alright guys, this will be the last game. So fun. Did any new cards that we discovered a few new cards. We'll kind of like in the post game kind of look at the newer cards that we have found along the way because we did do a deep dive. And that's also a new thing I'm doing in Hermit. It's helped the channel. I finally got over like 1,100 impressions. Like for the first time on that MyRail deck in a long time. Like straight to like 1,000 impressions. That was like wow. Like it's pretty big for me because that's been kind of rough. But like new cards, talking about new cards, and also just kind of like just restructuring and thing in general. But I think mostly it's just talking about new cards in general. Like I think the algorithm really likes that a lot when you kind of feature the new cards. So we did find some new cards along the way for sure. I was thinking that maybe I just go like to the moon with the we want, I think, white here. I was gonna try to go to the moon there, you know. I think Mossborn Kodama could be like a crazy combo. I don't know if we need Arwen for this one. She does dish out the counters, but I mean the Mossborn can really get busy. So let's do it. Cosmo. All 2-drops here. Wow, it's just all resolving. Well, at least we get a land out of this. I think they're just gonna Wrath. And I've come up against some hey bye decks that are just Wrath, but it's not. It's just kind of, are they have a prison shrine? Okay, it's just the draw. Just draws a bunch of cards. So all these have trample. So this is kind of an easy one for me. It's kind of like a layup, isn't it? Oh, shit. Computer broke. Sometimes when I get on like a little bit of a roll too, sometimes I get a little bit of a crash. Let's this is going to be kind of a scuffed part of the stream, but if we force quit the magic in a quick enough way, we can open it up and it will usually cue us back about a minute later in the match, but we might have a chance to actually still play in the match, which might help the situation. So here it's loading us up, and it might be a little weird. It might be, away from our turn now, but we'll see. Okay, we're still in it. And we're proliferating here. I did this all wrong, but it's okay, probably. Alright, we're still good. I probably could have... No, I think that was fine. Because then you proliferate, this becomes indestructible. Yeah, I think that's fine. This could have gotten a little beefier. Yeah. Well, we taken down the high bye. Hey, bae. Hey, baby. So, let's look at the newer cards that we rocked in this sucker. So we got some we didn't see a lot of the cool stuff. We didn't see a lot of the enchantment stuff, and I'm kind of wondering, are we running enough enchantments for the juice? It doesn't seem like we are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not a 1. That is 1. 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, I don't know if this is good enough. I don't know if this should just be some like form of cards or maybe more graveyard stuff like a ooze. I like the ooze. And so yes. Okay, new cards alert. Alright, what do we got for like newer cards to talk about? Well, let's see. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but this one is pretty new. Shaw's Chocobo played pretty well. I think it had a good chance to maybe get a victory against Plagon, or maybe one of those decks, but it just got removed and it was kind of game over from there. Lost Jite is fantastic. I think you could probably even run the Umazawa's Jite in this deck as well and be pretty happy, but I think the Jite is good there, as it is. This is a newer card from Spider-Man, a most helpful weaver. So I loved it. I mean, it made a token, it put a counter on something, and then it offered a double strike. And we love double strike on Arwen, obviously. It's like a win con. Newer card from Big Score, a Collector's Cage, that can help us get into some of these bigger spells faster. Metastatic Evangel from MH3 is fairly new. Whenever another non-token creature just enters, you just proliferate, which is really strong. Shelter by Ghosts from Duskmorn give you that like kind of nice little enchantment aura that will basically take another permanent on the battlefield that belongs to your opponent. Erdon from Jumpstart is really strong. When we have 2 1/1 counters on a creature, it will have double strike. A target attacking creature will have double strike. It's really good. Here's Badger Mole Cub from Avatar. Really good with our counter synergies. It just makes like a counter, scaling up land. And also is a good mana source of mana production. Doubles up on our mana abilities for our mana dorks. This is also an enchantment creature, Destiny Spinner. It's kind of like another Cavern of Souls. We love that. I got the Innkeeper's Talent and Hunter's Talent. Fantastic auras. These really showed up today. They were really fantastic. Bloomborough. Ride the Shupuff, also from Final Fantasy. Really cool aura. Not aura, but enchantment that whenever a land enters, we could put a 1/1 counter on something. So I think it was fine. Rune of Might, also just, that's not a newer card, but this was just really great for the stack. For Trample. Twitching Doll is new from Dustmorn. This is a really good. And you saw how many counters I was putting on things. You get the Twitching Doll. Just put even 6 counters on this because, if it just gets that 1 buff from the Arwen, it's going to, jump to have 3 counters. If it's producing mana, it gets an additional counter. If you proliferate, it's going to get to 8 counters pretty fast. And if you pop that sucker, for each counter on this creature, so if it has 8 counters in general, then you just create 8 2/2s. And that's really going wide. That's really a lot of value. Wally's Raptor. This is a newer card from Edge of Eternity's Daydream that will help us draw cards and make more bodies. Earthbender's Ascension played for like a $100 card today. It was really good. The fact that it was we were getting there from the proliferate so fast that it was just like, also getting counters and trample, right? It was pretty strong. And it just ramped us too. It was beautiful. Cosmogrand Zenith, kind of, I don't know if this is the type of deck for us. It looked like kind of a little slowish, actually. It just didn't seem like it was the choice. It was always just kind of there, like an option. But I think this would be kind of subbed out for one of our Lazal effects or Pure effects in EDH. That'll probably be a pretty easy substitution. So I'll post this as an EDH list and a Brawl list, so you can have both and check those out. But yeah, this was kind of an easy substitute. Keep it in there for now, I suppose. You have some nice little Phyrexia Ability 1, MH3, Proliferate cards here. Really nice fight spells. Branching Evolution from MH3 too. MH3 is very good. Mossborn Hydra from Foundations is fantastic. Fenrir from Final Fantasy. Terra Symbiosis from EOE for drawing cards. Aragorn is busted in this deck for sure. It's a lot of counters being spread out at once. Because you're basically putting 3 counters on this at once, and then those 3 counters go into something else for the end of turn. It keeps the lifelink, keeps the 1/1 counter, so that's a lot of counters being spread out. Really busted for this deck. Staff is your best card, It's just your best. This will be interesting to try out, the Sword of Truth and Justice. I'm kind of excited for that one. Exemplar, and these cards, these are all fairly new. Foundations, draws, cards, interaction on the land, really good. This one is an EOE common. This was a kind of a gold mine find here. It's gold, baby. Just new card alert. Drix Fate Maker. It's a common from EOE. Warp this in, and it's going to give Arwen trample and a counter. So that's really nice. Beautiful. Loading Zone, it seems like a very interesting, warp this sucker in, kind of trigger off your enchantment stuff, double up your counters for the turn. And those are that's also your indestructible counters, so that could get really juicy. Urboroid. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Season of Gathering is a newer card from Bloomborough, very fantastic. Very on par with the Rishkar's expertise. Vorinclex, beautiful, beautiful Vorinclex. Just stops the ring. The ring was just turned off. Contagina Engine, that's going to be a nice one too for proliferating. And yeah, that can also turn off your other opponent's creatures as well, which is very nice. And that's it, guys. That was it. And I think this is a really cool Arwen look. So thanks, guys, again. Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. 625, we have a beautiful Omnath giveaway. So I think we'll probably just give it away next weekend anyways. We'll just fire the stream up and get to 625. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. And see you later. Bye-bye.